Okay. 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 Hi, my name is Maya, and your name is.
My name is Mary Jones Willoughby.
Okay. In today's interview, I'm going to be asking you about your steps and process, what you learned throughout life, and what helped you survive the real world. Is it okay if I ask you a couple questions?
Certainly.
Okay. First, I'm going to start off with like just simple questions. How old are you?
I'm 88 years old.
Okay. Where were you born and raised?
I was born and raised in Glendora, Mississippi.
Okay. What was your goals in your life in your career growing up?
It was kind of tough because my mother passed away when I was 2 years old.
Okay.
I had 7 sisters and one brother. Um, so they were responsible for taking care of me as the youngest child. My father remarried
Mm-hmm.
and they separated, so wherever my father went, I was left to go because my older sisters and my one brother had gone various places. Some came to Chicago. My brother went into the army, and so I left my father and I and one sister who was next to me, who had 3 or 4 children at the time. So I felt like I was their mother at 8 years old, but it was fun.
Okay. Did you go to college? If so, what did you major in? How do you feel about it?
Yes, I did go to college. I majored in graphic design. That is, that's composing business cards, letters, and many things that goes in the line of printing.
Okay.
Once I left that, I became the manager of the print shop. Moving on, I came to Chicago at maybe 13 years old, but I returned to the South at maybe 16 when I finished my high school. The reason I went back to Mississippi is because they wouldn't let me play basketball, and I was a basketball fanatic. So I could do what I wanted to in Chicago, in Mississippi, which in, I graduated from high school in Mississippi. So then I returned to Chicago. I went to Chicago, went to college at um, Julius. What was the name of the college? It was Chicago State College, but it was on a different college,
Mm-hmm.
on a different campus. I later worked for Chicago State as a director of the graphic arts department. My goal was just to survive.
Okay.
It was tough with me surviving without my mother.
You retired?
I retired in 2021
What did
from
you do?
Chicago State.
Oh, okay.
Since then, uh, there's been a lot of things going on in my life. However, I thank God that I made it
Okay.
to 88 years old, which a lot of my friends did not make it. So I'm grateful.
How did you know what career you have now is what you actually wanted to do?
Well, uh,
Or then?
but then,
Mm-hmm.
yes,
Like when you
I was
worked in
always inspired by printing, how things were printed.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was important for me to learn the intricacies of printing. And so I mastered it. I did not receive a master's degree. It's just that in my heart, I mastered the art of printing. It is an art.
Do you have any motivational advice that you could give to the younger generation about their career path?
Certainly. I played um, a very important role at Chicago University
Mm-hmm.
with the young people. They all came to me for advice. I believe that was what role that I played
Mm-hmm.
to inspire young people to get where I think I had been. I was an advisor for the athletic, for the women's athletic department. I worked at Chicago State for 23 years, and in those 23 years, I must have missed 2 basketball games. I'm a basketball fanatic, and I had the opportunity to help many young people. I pulled some off the street and advised them to go to college, and if they were not in college, it was so important that they prepare themselves to go to college. In this day and age, it is important to have a college degree because if you don't, your career is cut short by not being active in the college scene. So my advice to all of them was prepare yourself for the big world that's coming. Now, that world is here. Actually, I don't believe there are many jobs out here right now in 2025 that do not require a college degree unless it's a factory. I want to insert in there that in 1967, I graduated from high school in 1956. So somewhere down the line, I got married and started my family, which consisted of a son and a daughter, in which I beat them down to get their educations. My son was a pilot. My daughter majored in accounting, and I felt my husband and I felt very successful. My husband passed away in 2022. That was tragic. My house caught fire 2 years later. It has been remodeled,
That's
as
nice.
you see. I've been through a lot, but I feel that all in all, I'm blessed. I had a major part in your father's career. I made him go to college after he was with me all the time. Everybody who knew me at Chicago State knew Malcolm and Freddie. I took them a lot of places I knew. All my family knew them. So I feel really proud of them. All the Collins children, I feel proud of. But Malcolm was the youngest. Fred was the oldest. Bill next to, and Chachi, which is Roy, he's next to, they're in that order. Malcolm, Chachi, Fred, no, who else?
Uncle Phil, Uncle Freddie, Uncle Chachi, my dad.
Yeah, that's the way they came. I love those boys. They're my heart because they lived on my block, and there were many kids who lived on my block that I interceded with as they were growing up. Because any of them whose parents wasn't interested, they took an interest in my husband and I. We used to have little parties just for kids, and I think that was good inspiration. Are we still on? Okay.
That's all for the interview. Thanks for participating.
You're welcome. Was it beneficial to you?
Very inspiring.
I hope to